Welcome to the cottage, our northern nest in October. I have a lot of leaves to rake up here, but for now maybe we'll just have a closer look at the garden, at the plants, and say goodbye to the fairies, and then I'll get to the leaves when I can. I'm enjoying them right now. It's a beautiful fall day. Leia's liking running in the leaves. It's time for the fairy gardens to get tucked away. Bigfoot will stay guard though. My moss is looking really good. It's got some scraggly grass in it, but I think I'm going to leave it because I don't want to mark up the moss with the weed whacker and it be cold for winter. I don't want it to cold burn it, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's time to tuck away the fairy gardens. I'll leave that all for last though. That way I can enjoy them just a little bit longer. My Rise Up Amber Nest Rose looks beautiful. So that's a small climbing rose. It should climb 5 to 6 feet, which I'm hoping I can just tack it maybe to this electrical pole. Behind it is the smoke bush. We put that in, and it's still looking great, isn't it? I think it's going to love it here. Check out my Millennium Alliums that I spray painted pink. They still look good. I'm definitely doing that again. Here they are here. That's the Millennium Alliums painted pink. Behind some lavender. Looks great, doesn't it? And here are my Northern Michigan topiaries. North Pole arborvitaes that have been eaten by the deers. I think they're hilarious. One there, one there. I do put repellent on them, but once they get big enough, I'm not going to anymore because I think it's just the coolest thing. Another spray painted allium. Look at how natural it looks. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? The lilacs have buds on them, preparing for flowers in the spring. These are the beauty of Moscow pink lilac. Let's get close up to the dogwood trees. Can you see the red branches? Even though they're on old wood, I'm very surprised at how red the branches are, and it looks fabulous against the blue building. The autumn joy sedum is still showy, almost all of them. Here in the fairy garden too. Peachberry ice heucheral. Look at this. Still fabulous in October. I think this is my favorite perennial this year. The Scotch broom is a bit of a surprise. I knew it had spring flowers on it, but I didn't realize it would keep this beautiful chartreuse color even into the fall here in October. This is interesting. This is the same dogwood that's in the front there that has no leaves and the red branches. And here it is here and still have some leaves on it. So the only difference would be is the tree cover here is we've got some really cool trees here. Perhaps that saved it from some frost. And the other ones got the frost, but so neat to see the same plants in different spots, how different they grow and thrive. My Mungu pine is looking great. Most of the time you don't really notice him so much. It's a dwarf Mungu pine. But come this time of year when everything else is dying, he's like coming alive. Look at how beautiful and lush it looks. Nice next to the dogwood. And the mushrooms. I need to say goodbye to the gnomes also for the season. It's been a pleasure having you stay here in my garden. I blew away the leaves from the bases of the trees so I could see the moss. I love it. I blew off a little bit more of the moss up here at the fire pit just because I love looking at it so much. Look how lovely it's coming. Isn't that nice? Right around the trees. So all I'm doing is making sure I weed whack really tight. We cut the grass really tight and then we weed whack really tight down to the moss, and it seems to be thriving and filling in Just lovely. These are white Madame Leon lilacs with their buds all ready for the spring. There's 2 of them at the front here up in this moss garden. One has more leaves on it, but the buds are ready. So exciting. And behind it is the dogwood that we planted, just a white dogwood. Nothing special about it, but it had crisped up a little bit in the heat this summer. So this was kind of an experiment because I would like to have some of these dogwoods, but not if they don't do good. I can't get here to water them very good. Here's the tag. This is just a plain old white dogwood. But I've got my fingers crossed for this one to make it through the winter. And then behind that are my green giant arborvitaes for their screening between the houses. And they're looking fabulous too. So I'm hoping in the spring they'll do a big jump in growth. Lemon Love Heuchera is doing really good too over here in this shady spot. You can't go wrong with these Heuchera. They like the dry shade. They're so hardy. Just gorgeous. Look at that color here in October. And the new Eastern Redbud, it's lost all its leaves, but it was doing really good, and I have no reason to think that it won't come back in the spring, and I'm hoping it puts on a beautiful show here. Little red rose in the fairy garden. It's got new growth on it. Look at that. Doesn't know it's time to give it up. Hope it does something spectacular because it stayed small for a few years. Hens and chickens are still looking good in my little succulent garden here. The fairies will be leaving here soon. Hard to believe that in a short time we could have snow here. I had some help to get the leaves cleaned up this year. No, it wasn't Leia, but it looks really nice. I'm very thankful for the help. It will definitely make it nicer in the spring. But it has been a beautiful October here in Gaylord, Michigan at our cottage, the Northern Nest. Thanks for watching.